Hello everybody. Ladies, this is a little lash tutorial, false lash tutorial for you to learn how to apply, take off, and care for your false lashes. So we've got Emma here. She's got some more natural, glamorous, Hale Center Theater Orem style makeup on. She's got some lip stain on. She's got mascara and eyeliner on and her eyeshadow. All her eye products are on. And if you look at this eye, we've actually already got her false lash on. And the style that we have on her right now, it's an Ardell brand and it's the Demi Wispies in black. This is a more natural lash. You can tell because the band here where the lashes are isn't solid dark black. There's some spacing in between and that gives us a more natural look. They also are, there's a variation in the cut. They aren't cut all straight across. And we've also got where we'll describe it as like a little bit of a cat eye where we're short on the inner eye and then we get a little bit longer, a little bit longer, and a little bit longer. And that gives us a more natural and lifted look on the outside of the eye. Excuse me. So your first step with your lashes is to hold them backwards. So for Emma, she's looking down at them as she would with her eyes out this way, the direction her lashes would go. That will tell her which lash goes on which eye. So this side that we've already put on her eye goes to this eye. This lash down here we know will go on this eye. And that's how we can tell. I like to apply lashes one at a time so that I can pay close attention to each lash so that if I make a mistake, I can stop and fix it instead of putting glue on both and setting one down. And then if I make a mistake, then I have to put glue on the second one again. It's a hassle. So I recommend doing one at a time. Here's our supplies right here. I've got a clean surface to work on. We've got our lashes, and I keep the case so that I can store them in it to be able to reuse them. And I've got a makeup brush. It doesn't have to be this small. It doesn't have to look like this. We're going to be using the opposite end of the makeup brush to hold our glue when we're using it. Today I'm using the Duo adhesive. You can get this at Walgreens, TaylorMade, Sally Beauty Supply. And then I've got a pair of scissors. These are nice, tiny, short, pointy ones. They're to trim the lashes to fit your eye, but you're not going to put these near your eye. Just be aware. I've also got a set of tweezers that I can use. You can use any tweezers. These tweezers are what I call my lash tweezers. They're a pair of tweezers that I no longer use to pluck brows or anything else, just designated for lashes so that if I get glue on them, I'm not worried about it. All right, so to begin, when I'm going to apply a lash, I make sure that my glue is all mixed so that the liquid is blended in with the latex. So I kind of mix it up like that. And one thing, I want to say, always apply your lashes before you put your costume on. And when I teach a little live tutorial, I ask them, why do you think that is? And they say, because I could accidentally drop glue on my costume. And that is true. You could, and it will not come off. So you want to be in your underclothes or your sweats or whatever it is that you're wearing to the theater. Apply your lashes either at home or when you get there, and then put your costume on. All right, back to our lashes. What I'm going to do first, if it's a new set of lashes and they're really stuck on their lash form really well, what I will do from the outside with my tweezers is just loosen the edge with my tweezers, just like that. Then I set my tweezers down and I use my fingers to remove the line of lashes. The reason I don't use my tweezers is because they put a lot of pressure in one little spot and they can tear the lashes off. So I use my fingers to bring those off the lash form. Next thing I do is come over to Emma's eye right here. And I'm going to measure from, this sounds funny, but let's do it this way. I'm going to measure from where I want it on the inside. I don't want it all the way into the corner of her eye. That's going to be pokey. Can you see that okay, Matea? Kind of. Here, tip your chin down for me, Emma. Thank you. I don't want it all the way over like this. I want to make sure that some of her natural lashes are on the inside of her eye, and I'm backing the lash up so that when I let go, when the lash is on, there's some overlap of her natural lashes and then the false lashes. And if I look over here, I can check and see, is this going to interfere with her natural eye? And if I look here, yes, I want to clip off about 3 little lashes there on the end. So I'm going to take this off. And the reason we don't clip on the inside is because we want these lashes to stay short. If they're longer, they can interfere with the bridge of her nose here. So we clip from the outside. Come on over here. So I'm going to hold my lashes with my fingers. And up for Emma, just right there. This is why little scissors can be helpful. And then I can really see what I'm doing. Great. So the next thing I do, I'm going to set my lash back down. I'm going to open my glue, and I've got my tweezers ready. A little bit of dried glue there. And I've got a tissue handy. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tip of my brush. And then what I'm going to do is pick up my lashes with my tweezers. This is okay because you're not going to be pulling the lashes with your tweezers. I'm going to turn them upside down, and I'm going to rub the glue from the back of the brush just along the little solid strip. What I want to do is be careful not to get a lot of glue onto the false lashes, just on the strip if I possibly can. This will help them last longer than if I force the glue down into the false lashes. I want to make sure that I get an extra little bead on each end. And then I do just a little bit extra right smack in the middle, just for insurance. Just like that. Now sometimes with a new pair of lashes, they're a little bit stiff. While people are waiting for them to dry, they can hold them between their fingers and just kind of roll them like this. Usually you don't need to do this more than after one wear because they've started to form to your eye. See, that just made them a little more curved. Now the reason I'm waiting for the glue not so much to dry, but become what we call tacky, where it's just starting to dry, it will stick more easily onto her skin, onto her lid. So I'm going to wave it a little bit. Make sure you're pinching your tweezers. I had these go flying once when I let go, and that was hard to find. Okay, we're about there. Takes about 30 seconds. All right. You can see that I've got my tweezers in the middle of the lash. And what I'm going to do is ask Emma, when she applies lashes herself, she might be holding a mirror in one hand and her lashes in the other. And what she will do, looking in the mirror, is she will look down her nose. She's going to tip her chin up and go ahead and look down your nose for me, Emma. There we go. See how her natural lashes are pointed down? What I'm going to do is watch for this inside of her eye, where I want the inside of the lashes to go. I'm going to tilt them up just a little bit so that I'm coming down right on top of her lashes, right where her eyeliner is. And you see how the center hit first? That's what we want. But I was aiming for where I wanted the inside of the lash to sit. I'm going to use my tweezers to gently bring this down and under right next to her lashes, and see how this side is hanging out? I'm going to use the tweezers and bring the lash right under her lid right there, right against her natural lashes. And you can see I'm pinching the lashes, and see how that came loose there on the inside? That's okay. I just come over here and push it in. There we go. I can even push the tweezers closed together and just tap the lash into place. Good job. Thank you, Emma. Okay, I'm going to let her eye rest for about another 30 seconds so that the glue dries just a little more. And then one little trick is to take your finger, go ahead and close your eye for me, Emma, thank you. I am just going to gently rub my finger up on the lashes as they finish drying, just so that they're pointed up instead of down. And this just kind of continues to tap them into place. So we want to avoid putting mascara on after putting false lashes on, because any makeup that we put on our false lashes will cause them to wear out faster. All right, Emma, go ahead and open your eyes for me. Thank you. Sometimes if people have extra glue on the corners of their eyes a little bit, they might stick together, their lids might stick together a little bit. All we have to do in that case is tug down like this, and that'll help loosen that up. All right, Emma, will you put your chin up and look straight at the camera? And we can see the placement of the lashes. Because she's has a nice amount of eyeliner there, it looks like one solid strip. I'm going to teach you now how we're going to remove the lashes. We want to use our fingers, because if we use tweezers, we can accidentally grab our natural lashes, and we don't want natural lashes and false lashes being taken off at the same time. I prefer starting from the outside. I'm just going to lift her brow here so I can see more easily. And I kind of flick the false lash up so I can see, oh yeah, there it is, and separate it from her natural lashes. And with my finger and my thumb, I gently do little tiny tugs all the way across like that. Well done. So now, come on over here with me, Matea. Thanks for filming. What I'm going to do, there's a little bit of glue buildup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my thumb over my finger like that. I'm going to pinch my lashes. I'm going to start right over here and pinch them like this. And I'm just going to use my thumb to help stretch some of the glue off and pinch it off and put it on a tissue. And pinch the lash. Use my thumb to pull any glue down. Pinch it off and put it on a tissue all the way across. What this does is prevents glue from building up on the false lashes and enables you to be able to keep reusing them. They'll last longer if you do that. Another thing that helps you with keeping them lasting longer is keep your lash form. There'll be a little bit of glue residue, and all you need to do is tap them up against your lash form like that. And sometimes they'll stick and sometimes they won't. Most of the time they do. And then I can put them back in the box and store them like this. And that way they're protected and they're keeping their shape and ready to use the next time I need them.